So I was looking at these pictures from a trip to Malibu, and I saw myself. I was enormous. I weighed 191 pounds. I thought to myself, how did I get this fat? And I knew how I'd gotten this fat. For a long time, I'd gotten into a bad habit of going to the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru at midnight. As an added bonus, Dunkin' Donuts was attached to Baskin Robbins. So I would go through the drive-thru, get a bear claw and a triple sundae, and scarf it down in my car in the parking lot. Then I would go through the drive-thru again, order the same thing, hoping they wouldn't recognize me in a French accent. I had a closet full of size 8 clothing, like someone had died. I had died. I was killing myself with food. For a time, I was part of a bogus charity, and there was a tennis fanatic there who'd gone from a size 8 to a size 2 by working with a woman named Julia. She was known as an intuitive nutritionist. I had no idea what that was, but I was desperate, so I called her. I went to our first meeting at her house and sat on the couch. She came out from behind the green curtain, dressed in flowing New Age clothing. She looked at me and said, "You are brown rice." Me? Yes, you are brown rice. No one had ever called me brown rice before. At least I wasn't a Swanson family-sized lasagna. This woman had me write 10 post-dated checks for $2.25 a pop under an assumed name. She said to me, "This is the way of letting the universe know you are serious about weight loss." So I would go to her house and sit on her couch, and we discussed my path to a size 8 with brown rice and vegetables. On the 9th session, I came in and said, "Julia, I'm starving. I must have something other than brown rice and vegetables." Steaks on the grill. I laughed because it was total BS. I lost 8 pounds. Then, I'm not proud of this, but I went back to Dunkin' in a French accent. The next thing I tried was Jenny Craig. The women were enormous, dressed in white lab coats like doctors. My counselor said to me, "Jenny wants you to dance that dance. Get into a bathing suit by June." We had to buy a week's worth of the Jenny Craig food. The food was disgusting. It was a biohazard. It all tasted the same. It tasted like space food sticks from the 70s. My counselor said if I was hungry, and I was hungry all the time, I could eat a light, tossed salad. I laughed because my hair started to fall out. I lost 8 pounds. Then, I'm not proud of this, but I went on another binge. It was summer, and I found some eggnog at a gas station and downed it in my car while listening to Christmas CDs. For a long time I'd been here, and it sounded like the most sensible program because you could eat real food. I thought, try it. I was so ashamed about how heavy I'd gotten that I chose a location 20 miles away in a strip mall next to a Food for Less. I thought if the whole thing bombed, I could go on a binge. I went to my first meeting expecting suburban foxes, women in a size 6 getting ready for a honeymoon or a cruise. Instead, there were middle-aged, pear-shaped women eating leftover casserole out of Tupperware. I looked around and saw only one fox, a brunette in the back, eating a banana. And there was a little man named Ted with a handlebar mustache, wearing a beret. I thought, this guy must take classes at the Art Institute. The meeting started and the leader came out. She said her name was Sandra. She was dressed in what appeared to be a figure skating costume and slathered in clown makeup. She quickly explained the program, which was a point system, where each food item was given a point. The points were then tallied in a little booklet called a points tracker. I was in utter dismay. I had a math disability and couldn't possibly track points. Sandra continued, ladies, we're going to talk about the summer slimmers. The first recipe we're going to talk about is street smart gazpacho. Who knows what goes into this winter? Cukes. Right on. Baby corn. Hardly. Vodka, said Ted. Sandra looked confused. Ted, do you know that vodka is 11 points an ounce? Ted just smiled. Sandra went on. Ladies, let's talk about the pork chop. It's versatile for summer. Ladies, how can we dress this winter up? Applesauce. Go, go, go. Garlic butter belongs on a steak. Vodka, said Ted. This time, Sandra completely flipped out. Ted, what is it with the vodka? It's 11 points an ounce. I'm glad you're participating, but say something sane for Christ's sakes, or get out. The place went up for grabs. The pear-shaped women were getting up, gasping and waddling. Some were marching towards Ted. Some were marching towards Food for Less. Ted just sat there, clutching plastic pork chop from the display. I thought, what a fantastic shit show. This is better than TV. I could hardly wait to come back the next week. I came back the next week, and Ted and the skinny chick were gone. A woman much heavier than me weighed me in, and I gained a quarter pound. She said to me, we're here to lose, not gain. I was totally ashamed that I'd gained a quarter pound. I left that meeting and thought, I'm done with diets. And you know what? I'm beautiful, even at this size. And you know what? It doesn't make any difference what size I am. I can lose the weight. I can walk forward from today and lose the weight. And guess what? I lost 30 pounds. By being kind to myself, by being gentle to myself, by giving myself a break. I gave myself a break, guys. I didn't shame myself. I didn't binge on bear claws and triple Sundays. And I did it all without any gimmick, without a woman in a figure skating costume telling me I had to whip up a vat of gazpacho. And today I can honestly say I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I'm strong. I have a certain amount of dignity and poise. And that size 8? Maybe I'll give my size 8 clothes to Goodwill. And when I look back at those pictures from the trip to Malibu, I have compassion for that woman. Utter compassion. She did not have a way out. And now I do. Thank you.